to the altitude, even better, no? Like drinking a lot of water, keep ourselves hydrated. That helps very much. Drinking the magic coca tea. You've heard about the coca tea. That's on our culture hundreds of years. So for us to have a tea bag of coca tea on every Peruvian kitchen, you will find a coca tea. We drink it after a meal because it helps very much digestion. And here up in Cusco City, the digestion is a little bit slower than down on the sea level. So having a cup of coca tea helps your digestion.
Jill? Jill?
Ya. Lo mantenemos nomás un poco.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the hotel. Good afternoon.
Okay? No, for times. Yes. 2 to 3. Just go straight. Crossing the patio, you will find.
There's some luggage.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay.
Look at this, is beautiful. That over there is where we're having lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Across the way.
Whoa, is this nice?
Another wardrobe and bathroom in here. Baños.
Look at the main square of Cusco. Wonderful, the cathedral to the left. Then also in front we have the Compañía de Jesús church. The Spanish put a lot of effort in building cathedrals and imposing Catholicism to the Incas, to the people that believe on the sun, on the moon, on the rainbow, on the stars.
You got a cow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he won't come.
You don't want to come.
Now it's important banking, legal.
Isn't that amazing? And let me tell you that I would like to have this temperature while we stay here. It is just perfect, beautiful. So, Machu Picchu. What does it mean? It could mean so many things. Machu Picchu, it sounds like an old bird. Many scholars say that Machu Picchu means old bird. But if we say Machu Picchu, it means old mountain. So we rather believe that Machu Picchu, it is the correct pronunciation. Otherwise, it is the old mountain. And right over there, we see the young pig. The one which is always pretty. It looks so pretty, but it could be such a terrible and dramatically dangerous mountain. Whenever you heard somebody is killed in Machu Picchu, is in that mountain. Okay? So, this fantastic and amazing landscape, it is the reasons why the Quechuas or Incas had decided to build this wonderful city. This place is being discovered by 1896 or 95 by a local farmers. Those local farmers, 5 or 6 families, the Ricciardi, Alvarez, Carrasco, or Mendoza, they could be the earlier challengers coming up here. They were living down below, and they were always looking for higher places to grow potatoes. Because that place, it isn't for. It is too low for potatoes and it's too wet. So while they were climbing up, just trying to find a land to grow them, surprise, they found first the terraces. And they found a water dropping down. And they just follow it, and they found some of the places around. And later on, almost 20 years later, Mr. Bingham is coming to see, but not Machu Picchu. He came to visit Choquequirao, which is another incredible Inca construction, actually under process of restoration. After he knew about the things the farmers found, they decided to come to see Machu Picchu. And he got a lot of money from National Geographic magazine and from Yale University, where he was working for a long time, $20,000 to begin the program of exploration. So the exploration of Machu Picchu began in 1911. And you are still working on, because the ticket you pay, thanks to you, the process of restoration is well done. Because 60% of the money of the ticket you pay, it is to restore, to preserve this. So you are the greatest sponsor we have. Please tell everybody to come. We need 1 million of tourists coming the next year in order to complete the restoration of this lower part. So every time I came to Machu Picchu, I am still wondering when, how, and why. Why up here? Why not down below? Yeah. So, I have to say, the Machu Picchu is being constructed in a very long period. the earlier settlers, probably 1,000 years before Christ. And then the next emperors, by their ruling time, they were doing things, expecting to enlarge the power of the Inca people. It is absolutely weird to find such a great number of terraces in this area. It is absolutely amazing to count the number of houses in the area. And something that it is absolutely incredible is the place where the water is coming from. Huge high mountain, which is located at 3,000 meters. That means almost 12,000 feet above sea level. For a long period, thousands were delegated to work up here. And finally, during the process of the Inca Pachacutec, it has been renewed, it has been extended. So, up here, for very simple reasons. Okay, Eileen, if you want to sit down here, that would be great. Doesn't matter, okay? So, I want to say that I find 3 reasons to build Machu Picchu up here. First, privacy and security. It is not easy to come. Buy food, it takes a week if you are in a very good condition. That we are not even me. Okay? So, privacy and safety. Because the place where we are, it was just for very special people, never for common citizens. Just for upper class people. How often did the Inca used to come up here? We don't know yet. Maybe once a year, or maybe once a month, but I rather believe he came up here just twice. At the beginning of the sowing season and at the end of the harvesting season of corn. Okay? Because what they really want to eat was just corn. Potatoes is much easier to make. So, up here, because enough construction material. This mountain, it is just a mine. They were mining the construction material up here. Remember, the Quechuas or Incas, they had no wheel, no iron. How did they move huge pieces? Didn't. They were clever and smart. Very clever, probably much more than me. And the huge rocks we got to find is because they just realized that the mountain we are such a great and wonderful stone place. So, something else that is absolutely amazing, the weather conditions. When I came here, after 5 or 6 hours, I feel my skin softer. I feel my hair curly, much more, because moisture supply is better. Because it's lower and warmer. It's already raining, but nobody is cold. Maybe a little bit cool, but not really. That's why I try not to use my plastic ponchos, because if I use it, I will be sweating like a horse. So, the weather conditions definitely makes the difference. Too much speculation about the techniques applied to cut the stones, or we are still discussing how it's started building the city of Machu Picchu, from the bottom to the top or from the top to the bottom. I think that it is not very important because this is such a wonderful rocky mountain. But I rather believe that they have started from the bottom to the top.
Two of them. Zoom.
Wonderful baby llama. Okay, take it easy, please.
Regardez, on dirait un peu comme des petites...
That is a guy who has blue jeans, white t-shirt, white tennis, and wearing a nice sunglasses.
Yeah, good job.
There are a lot of people that they like to climb. It's at the top. It's so rocky like this. The top is just rocky, and then it's not easy to climb. So most of people living in Machu Picchu, female. It's been found 165 human remains. Among them, 55% female, of beautiful ages, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. The young ones, the very young girls, the gardeners. The middle-aged ladies, the witches, the ones who got great knowledge about the healing properties of every plant growing up here. And all the ones in charge of protecting all those people living in here and teaching everything about domestic duties and other things. We go back to the hotel and we are getting back at 2:30. So we have almost 1 hour for having lunch, which is more than enough. Okay? And at 2:30 I will give you back your train tickets and your bus tickets. If you don't ask for Selena, you will be in Machu Picchu forever because the train is overbooked for 5 years.
Corresponde a la danza TAKHT-I-JAMSHID, danza de los Collas. Se denominan así a los pobladores de las zonas más altas del altiplano, cuyo personaje principal es el Cucuco, personaje de un cuento popular.